Alright everybody, welcome. Chef Jaw here. And doing some dabs and talk a little about E3 and shit. That might be annoying. Yeah, I don't want to hear that thing knocking around the whole fucking time. Neither do you. Alright, fuck that one too. My fan's just acting up. So, been a few days or a few weeks since I've done any actual streaming of this sort. I've been working on getting a new job and getting rid of the old job that didn't fucking treat me worth my while. So without all that said, first off, we're gonna get into a nice little dab. Got my thick ass glass inline recycler. It's a little dirty. I've been fucking doing little dabs. Haven't felt like cleaning it. This thing nice and heated up. Over the, I think it was maybe the last day or so, E3's been going on, and they've released a lot of good game footage. A few games that am particularly really excited for, and maybe a couple that I might end up getting in. You know, they look really good, so I don't know. One looks good, but I'm worried it's going to end up being a lot like. Well, I'll just get into that then. The Days Gone looks really good. It's like the survival type situation, you know, zombies and all this shit, post-apocalyptic world, all that hee-haw. Looks really great, but I'm really thinking it's going to end up being a lot like fucking The Last of Us, which looked really good, and I didn't really like it, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people love a game, and it was voted, you know, Game of the Year and all this other blah, 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 but it just really wasn't my thing. Cheers. But it does look good. The gameplay on it looked really good. The couple of trailers that I've seen for it make me want to play it. I'm not gonna lie. And it's a game that I know one of my friends will definitely buy. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to probably borrow it from him to play. Get a little music going here in the background. Another game that looks, excuse me, another game that looks really good that I'm looking forward to getting. And I've been waiting since PlayStation 3 to have a new God of War game. And the fact that they finally released a God of War, and it's kind of a reboot of the series in a way, with them going to like Norse mythology, which is pretty good. I like that. That's a way to start fresh, because I mean, he's killed every one of the fucking gods in Greek mythology, so where can he go or who can he kill now? Especially since the last game they did, Ascension, was basically a prequel, because they had to go back and find other people for him to kill to make a game. I felt like they could have done that then. They could have held off on making Ascension with its crappy multiplayer that no one gave a fuck about. Because God of War isn't a multiplayer game. It is a solo player game with a great fucking story, and, you know, that's what you want. I don't get on God of War to play fucking multiplayer killfest with all these other fucking retards. It's just not what I want to play God of War for. But this new one looks really good. I mean, the graphics on it look fucking awesome. I hope they don't kill Kratos off and make you play as like his younger son. from like at some point in the game, or kill Kratos off at the end of the game, to where the next one will continue on his son of Kratos, you know, like, who gives a shit? You can keep Kratos around. Let him just go through all the fucking shit. Let him go kill Jesus and all them other motherfuckers too. It'd be a shorter trilogy. It would probably only be one game. Well, I mean, he could go after the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So there's 3 games right there. But that one looks good. Days Gone looks good. The Spider-Man trailer that they're making exclusively for PlayStation 4 looks fucking great, man. Like, the way that you can go around and the web shooting and all that stuff looks really good. The last couple of Spider-Man games have been good. I've played them and beat them, and, you know, they've been worth the playthrough and the money and time that I spent playing them. And this one looks like they've took all that and then just improved on it, you know, with better graphics, frame rates, and all that, you know, playability and all that good shit. It's made by Insomniac, which made one of my favorite games of all time, Resistance Fall Man, for PS3, which I don't know why, with all the remastering of games that they've had, that they haven't remastered that fucking game yet. Like, they've remastered every fucking game and brought all this shit into HD graphics. Like, if they would bring back a Resistance Fall Man, the very first one that was on PlayStation 3, like when PlayStation 3 first came out, it had like 40 player free-for-alls and all sorts of different fucking multiplayer shit on it. It was fucking fun to play. I could get down on that again. Like, that was fun. But, they make a good game. They may also make Ratchet and Clank and shit, so I don't know. I'm excited to play it. Battlefront 2, Star Wars. Fucking big old Star Wars fan in this fucking house. That one, man, it looks amazing. I mean, the first fucking Battlefront looked amazing, even though it had no campaign and it was only multiplayer really, and just like some co-op bullshit that nobody really wanted to play. Man, the graphics on it were fucking... It might have been... It still might be one of the best first-person shooters looking games that I've ever played. It looks amazing. And I remember when I first saw it, I was just like... I was blown away by it. Like, just the look of it was so awesome. Like, they did awesome with that game, man. So... I'm still playing it to this day, even though it has no fucking campaign. I mean, it's fun to play a couple rounds here and there. You know, it's fucking Star Wars. Who doesn't want to shoot up some shit or whack a motherfucker with a lightsaber and all that hee-haw? Oh, fidget spinner. What's another game that's looking good? I was on the fence for Destiny 2, but I'm going to buy it. Might as well. I had a lot of fun playing the first one, so I can't say that I won't have a lot of fun playing the second one. Spent a fuck ton of hours on Destiny 1, that's for sure. And if I get a third of the playtime and enjoyability out of Destiny 2 that I got out of Destiny 1, it'll be worth it. I couldn't tell you how many fucking days and in-game hours I spent playing Destiny 1 and all the expansions over the last 3 years or so that it's been out. Year 3 was Rise of Iron. I mean, I'm not playing it anymore. I am Destiny burnt, you know. I've played my fair share of Destiny. And even when they brought back the raids at the higher light level, I still couldn't get down on it. It's just, I was already done by then. The thrill is gone, as BB King would say. You know, I've done worn my welcome out at the tower and other places in the fucking Destiny universe. So I'm looking forward to seeing them do something new and different with it that gives you a reason to want to go play it again, you know what I mean? And grind those fucking endless hours out and all that other bullshit. Got a little one on that one. Not too shabby. Get them lower temp dabs. Lower-ish temp. I don't want to say like I'm fucking low temping it, but there's enough to fucking wipe out with a Q-tip when I'm done. Fucking, what's another game that's looking really good? Trying to think here. I'm, I don't know, Call of Duty, the World War II one. I've been wanting a World War II Call of Duty for a while. I mean, I don't know if I've been saying it. I've been wanting a World War II shooter for a while, but it's better than the alternative of all these fucking futuristic jumping all over the fucking walls, flying around, stupid bullshit. Like, that's Destiny in a way. If I want to play that, I'll play Destiny. I won't play a military shooter that is like so far out of touch with what's realistic military shooter nowadays. It's just weird. My favorite Call of Duty multiplayer to this day is World at War. The one that Treyarch did for PlayStation 3 that was a World War II shooter. And it was fucking great. Like, the campaign was good, really good. And the multiplayer was where it was at, though. It was where, at least where I've enjoyed most of my time playing it. I've beaten all the campaigns of all the Call of Duties, and they're really good. I enjoyed the Modern Warfare as a series. If you stack it up with like 1, 2, and 3 and play them together, the story is pretty decent as a whole. The first 2 Black Ops stories were really good. I don't see how there's not any really connection. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there is. I didn't notice it, but I didn't really like Black Ops 3, the story of it. Ghost, I didn't like the story of it. What is another one that's fucking shite? What, Advanced Warfare wasn't that good. The story, I didn't like it. I did play the Infinite Warfare because I bought it to get the remastered Modern Warfare 2. And it wasn't bad going into space and all that shit. Like, if it wasn't a Call of Duty game and you were like, this is another game completely separate, not Call of Duty, if someone said that, like, that game would be fucking awesome and people would be like, damn, this game's pretty cool and fun to play. But, you know, it's Call of Duty and, like, people kind of just shit on it. But the story of it was pretty decent, and, you know, I'm a fucking Game of Thrones fan, and Kit Harington, Jon Snow, is the bad guy in it, which I like him as a better bad guy than fucking Kevin Spacey. And you get to kill Conor McGregor in it, and I hate that fuck, so that's always good. I just kept failing after I'd killed him, so I could keep doing it over and over again. Much like the scene in the TV show Spaced, when Simon Pegg is repeatedly drowning Laura Croft over and over again, and they're like, is that how you play the game? And he's like, this is how I play the game. So, fuck it. Hope you guys are liking the music. Jim The Works, 2001. Look it up. WERKS. Sad today, unfortunately, I heard the passing of another great, like, Ohio music legend, since the works are from Ohio, is John Mullins, the lead singer, songwriter, well, but the original, one of the original lead singer songwriters for Acoustic Hookah, passed away last night. So thoughts and I don't want to say prayers because I don't pray, but but thoughts, feelings go out to all the family and friends of John. And it sucks, man. It's a sad day. His music inspired so many people, and I love listening to the Acoustic Hookah. His music, it touched a certain spot in me, man, a bunch of times when I would listen to it. So it's gonna be a shitty to not be able to hear him play any more live music. But I guess it was good that a year or two ago, Acoustic Hookah got together for like their, I can't remember if it was one of like the major anniversary shows, like 25 or 30 or something like that, that they had every iteration of Acoustic Hookah, from the Mullins era to the Ed McGee era to their new era, and they had them all play their own sets, throughout the festival. So that was cool. I wish I would have got to go to that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend that, but that's something that, will live on through taped recordings and people's stories and them being there just to witness it, forever. So big ups to the music community there. Close here. We're at 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Probably do another dab here in a minute. I'm trying to think of another game that I saw that looked pretty decent, and I'm drawing a blank. Talked about the Call of Duty. Oh, that's right. Fucking, how could I forget? Assassin's Creed Origins. Probably the one that I might be, besides God of War, looking forward to the most since they skipped a year since Syndicate. Excuse me. But Assassin's Creed, man, that's my shit. I've beat all their games, and I was been ready to play a new one, man. I beat a Syndicate, and I almost want to buy Syndicate since it's cheap on the store, just to go back and play through some of the DLC that I never played, and finish that out just to kind of get my Assassin's Creed fix, or either that or go buy Rogue from my kid's PlayStation 3 and fucking play that. So, who knows? I know that Origins comes out in October, I think, and it looks fucking good. I've been wanting them to make a Assassin's Creed take place in ancient Egypt forever. That or like feudal Japan seems like it would be the two best, or like ancient Greece would be the 2-3 best places for it. And I'm glad they finally went there. The fact that they're doing like an Origin, so it's the original Assassin's Creed, order, how it started back in the fucking pharaohs and all that shit. That's gonna be bad as fuck, dude. Like, I can't wait for that shit. That's gonna be so cool. And if it's the start of a new trilogy, they could keep going, man, and just keep pushing him into. If it's the time of Cleopatra, which is what I think is, I've heard that it's the timeline for Origin. It's going to be in the time of Cleopatra. That puts it right around the time with Mark Antony and oh, you're not the first viewer. I had someone come in and left a long time ago. But your reward is that I'll mention you in my podcast. But if it's in the time of Cleopatra. That puts it right around the time of Mark Antony and Caesar. So that would be fucking cool if he went like right from ancient Egypt and the first Assassin's Creed Origins game, and then the next one is like boom, right into ancient Greece. When you get to all these motherfuckers that you can assassinate there, be pretty sweet. So, cheers everybody. Join me taking the stab while you listen to this awesome music. Actually, I should probably wait about. Yeah, that's a little hot too. Dun, 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 dun. Q-tip out the banger. Don't want to get all burned up and shit. I mean, either way. Try again. But yeah, you want to Q-tip out your banger so you don't get fucking dabs burning your shit up. No reward. No reward. Like I said before, I'll mention you again. But this is about 22 minutes I've been talking about E3 and dabs and music and all that shit. If you do like what you've seen, give it a like and a subscribe. I've been Chef Jaw. You can look on YouTube and find me, Instagram and all that shit. Or if you're on PlayStation, send me a fucking friend request, Gingerbreadman3. I'm on all the time and I'll accept pretty much anybody, as long as you're cool and not a douchebag. So, with that being said, peace out everybody. Have a good night.